VHS. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today I'll be going over the Bandai Vinyl, or Bandai Movie Monster Series, MechaGodzilla 2021 from the film Godzilla vs. Kong.
Alright, so before we get into this, I had a question, Steve, about that card. Is that inside out, or what the heck is going on?
Yes.
Why is it inside out?
Yeah, that's how it came, man. What do you want from me?
This one is too.
What do you want from me? It's how it showed up. It's not even in that good a shape. I'm probably just going to throw it up.
But they're all like that. I'm so confused. I don't know if it, like, it's all...
Ami just really likes to have fun with me and send me backwards labels.
I just want to F with you, huh?
Right, but anyways, if you guys want to check out the tag, you have MechaGodzilla looking away from everybody.
Oh, we should...
But you get a nice like angle of the back here, which is cool, so you get a nice shot of the dorsal spines. Opposite side just has MechaGodzilla looking ominous with all the black, with the title there. On the inside, you got some more of the same, bunch of stuff I can't understand, some Ego Mumbo Jumbos, probably somewhere in there. But anyways, main reason I got this, YouTube. Then I like Bandai vinyls. So, personally for me, I kind of wanted to get just because it's a unique Bandai vinyl. But, looking at pictures originally, I wasn't really that sold if I needed to have this over, say, the Playmates, because the Playmates one was actually pretty solid. But, still kind of wanted to get a hold of this guy anyways, because he still looked solid from the pictures I've seen. But anyways, I guess we'll just get this tag off of him and just get into him.
No, once you do that, that destroys the value, Steve.
You know, we literally have a thing on here called destroying the value.
But
you smash things with hammers, and you complain at me about making this thing a little
do
less.
Not bring in our personal life into this review, sir. What I do with my hammer is just between me and the... Oh, God, he's going to do it. This is why I leave my toys inside.
Oh, son of a... Give me the clippers. You have the clippers, right?
LA clippers? Here you go, sir.
Oh, I just hit the knuckle on the camera. Now, the only thing that makes me sad about this is I'm going to do this. Oh, man, I could have done that a little cleaner. Hold on a second. I think I did it, and then I raised up whatever was in there a little bit. All right, so now that we got him out of his little confinement.
It took Steve like a whole 5 minutes to figure it out.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell him that. The only thing that makes me sad is, so, when you usually do that, right?
Yes.
You want to get the other part out.
Yes.
Now, usually how I go about that is I would remove the tails from the monsters.
And you just shake it out.
You just shake it up. Problem is for some odd reason, Bandai has decided to forego any tail articulation on anything they ever put out anymore. Because how easily it would be and how nice it would be for this thing to have a tail articulation.
I was just about to prove you wrong. I looked
does
at this one.
Literally nothing. Yeah, if you grab a singular point one, you can go F yourself. You know?
This one, I
don't even think the Ultima?
Nope.
Hold on, I got... Okay, the Ultima was here. I don't even think the Ultima... Yeah, like...
Not one of
like
them
this guy. Also, you know, I was like, none of them have tail articulation.
What is this nonsense?
Here, let me grab Angerus. Angerus, I think, did. Yeah, Angerus did. But he's also the only one I left the card. Oh, we never reviewed him. That's who I haven't reviewed yet.
Sweet.
All right, we got another figure. I forgot about him. So what you're going to have to do is if you want to get the other piece out, you'll have to pop off either the arm or the leg. Probably the leg.
Might be easier that way.
Yeah,
the hole looks a little bigger.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of a bigger hole, so that's probably...
My only worry is, with stuff like that, I feel like I would break it, and then I would just be upset.
Sure, it's the vinyl.
Steve.
Granted, we do need to do destroying the your hammer versus with a Bandai vinyl, because I want to see how hard it is to actually...
You want to get views, this is the one you would hammer right here, Steve. Just putting it out in real reality.
MechaGodzilla's like, peace out.
If you try to hammer like any of these older Bandai vinyls, it won't get as much as views as this one would.
Oh, but he cost me more money.
You? How much you pay for this thing?
I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, he was more money.
No, you tell me.
Nope, he was more money.
I say $20 is what I would pay for this thing, at most. Because Playmate's $9 figure is better than this.
I was closer to 30.
Get the
And then I had to ship it.
Oh my God.
2 singular points were about the same price as this.
Oh my God, we're so smashing that.
No.
Oh yeah, you want views? There you go, Steve.
Granted, it'll give me an extra head to make for somebody to sell. But anyways. So if we're going closer look at this guy's details before Arnes gets more talking into it. For the head sculpt, I actually really dig it on this guy. I think the detailing looks pretty crisp on the majority of the head. You can see the mouth. You got some detailing on the inside here. eyes look really nice. Like, they did a really great job at the top section of this, because even, like, a lot of the plating is very nicely defined. Now, when you get to the lower part of the neck and start getting to the chest area, it's a little bit more rounded looking for a lot of these armored sections. Which, I want to say it was because of the way it was cut. I don't know what the heck Arnes is doing behind me.
I accidentally dropped your Godzilla figure. Don't worry, it's banned on vinyl.
Oh, okay, moving on. But the way they have it separated is the dorsal spines here were a separate piece that they attach. The body's all one chunk. So I would think like the neck would maybe have been attached separately and then the body would have been a different thing. And that's kind of why the detailing looks a little bit different. But it's all one solid piece. Which I kind of wish they would have did separate, because it would have been nice to be able to rotate the head a little bit. Because that ain't going anywhere. But still, overall, I think it looks really nice, especially with the body here too. The metallic silver looks good. The thing I love the most about this is the spines. Because out of a lot of these MechaGodzilla figures, at least that are available, these are the most accurate looking spines we've gotten.
That's a sad statement, but it's true.
Yeah, because you have the reds on the top here, and just like the positioning and the detailing on them is really nice. And even coming along the tail here. Now, you'll see there's a couple things though that I would say is not quite right. The little claw here to me looks a little small on the end here, which could possibly be because it's the vinyl. It's just I don't know, just something that they had to do. But then again, the toes are farther out, so like I would assume you'd be able to do more. But maybe it's just like just like a concession for kids or something. Maybe they thought it'd be a little too dangerous, but that looks a little tiny to me. The tail, same with the way it's set up. It's definitely it's definitely rounded just like what we have here with the top section here. But because everything's one giant piece, it just looks a little weird to me. Because you would think it'd be kind of segmented, like you see on the Playmates. But it just looks like one giant chunky tail.
I'm not a fan of this figure, I gotta be honest with you. I like the paint, but that's about it.
Really?
Eh.
I think, like, presentation-wise, I still dig it. Although, the one thing is, I don't understand why he has Trump hands.
I was just about to say, really? Those little sausages.
It's probably the thing that bugs me the most, is his tiny little gripping hands. Because it's like, it's one piece, too, so he just looks like, it looks like MechaGodzilla's wearing some punching bags.
He is. He's
or
ready
punching
to box.
Boxing gloves. That's what I'm thinking, boxing gloves.
Yeah, that should be a skit. He's a boxer.
So he's a, just ready to punch things. Maybe we give him a Mike Tyson voice.
I'm not even going to go there. I don't want to get beat up.
He's got a lisp, you know?
I'd still be afraid to get punched by that man, even at his age. No, thank you.
Him and Conk and Box. Like, you want to go, boys?
Too bad we don't have any Mike Tyson figures.
Yeah.
Raz, we need one. Send us.
Mail it to us, and I also need it in like 2 days because I'll have the video edited by then. But anyways. For the legs, I think look really nice too. Like the detailing. The detailing on them is really nice, crisp. Feet look nice. One thing is though, when I initially got him in, you can still kind of see it, is the leg was like, because of the way they put him in the box. And it started correcting itself. What I need to do is just add a little bit of heat and it'll solve the problem perfectly fine. Just haven't really got around to it yet. Probably do it for the photos. But I think overall, detail-wise, it's pretty solid, but except for like the tiny little hands and the little spike on the end of the tail, kind of bugs me a bit. But for his articulation, though, like we mentioned, nothing at the head, arms.
Well, at least there's something.
Can go woo. His back legs can only go woos a little bit. Well, he can get all the way around, and that's it.
But he can do the cool pose, Steve. Put him in a yay pose. Yeah!
Well, actually, I think when you did it, you had it
like that.
You had it
like
further
he's
back.
Jumping.
It's like, woo!
Whoa, sir, that's a pretty expensive figure. I'll be careful not to be throwing that around.
That'll be fine. It seems like for the silver, it's actually fairly durable in terms of scratching.
I just remember.
I know.
Remember when we did a Mothra one and I hit it with the fly swatter and it broke and people were like, "Oh my god, you guys are monsters."
Well, thankfully it didn't break. It just popped off the ball joint. I thought it broke and I was really sad. And for quick comparisons, here we have him next to some SH Monsters Godzilla vs. Kong figures with the aforementioned Godzilla and Kong with the severed Playmate set. Also, I want to say, actually pretty good size comparison. Like, Mecha may be a little bit small still, but it's actually pretty respectable. And here he is next to the Playmates MechaGodzilla figures from Godzilla vs. Kong, which I will say he was more expensive than both of them. Because this was only 10 and that's 20. So I still say probably the best buy out of the three, to be fair. But for you like Monster Arts collectors, I like the size of that, but it still works. And here's next to some NECA Godzilla and Kong figures with the 2019 poster Spitfire version and the King Kong from the Creature Pack. And here's next to some Movie Monster Series vinyls with the Singular Point Godzilla Ultima and Anguirus. And then finally here he is next to some other Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figures with Kong and Godzilla, the Heat Ray version. So over the Bandai MechaGodzilla, I'm kind of torn. I think detail-wise, he looks fine outside of just a couple of issues. Problem is like with his hands and the way he's positioned, they definitely make it more noticeable than I wanted to. So that one like issue that I have with it is definitely very forefront on the figure. Other than that, like I think he looks fine standing on your shelf.
He looks good, but my thing is, I feel like the Playmates one, if you can find it in a store, is just as good, maybe even better in my opinion than this guy. Yes, he has the right paint job, but at least you can pose the Playmates one.
Yeah, it's like if you don't plan on really messing around with the figures, this guy would probably do you better than the Playmates, just because, again, like I like the color scheme on them and everything. But the Playmates, I think, just gives you way more bang for your buck in terms of just collecting. Yeah, just because, for instance, like this guy looks all right, but I don't really want to put him next to a Monster Arts, you know?
Yeah, just put some boxing gloves on him when you display him. At least make a joke out of it, you know?
Actually, we haven't done comparisons yet. We should see how he actually looks next to the Monster Arts. Well, actually, you know what? He probably scales better.
Maybe if you get him down just a little bit, because he's a little taller than Godzilla.
He's supposed to be.
Really?
He's bigger in the movie.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, he's a little taller than Godzilla.
All right, never mind.
So I think scale-wise, actually, yeah, as I said on the table, he looks not that bad. You guys want to see comparisons already, but just for my own sake, because for a little bit of like editing things, we usually save comparisons and stuff for later because Arnes doesn't need to be here for those things, and I usually make a mess when I do them because I gotta get down like 40 figures down in my basement in order to do comparisons for a bunch of videos. But anyways, getting back to this guy. So, like I said, paint job, I think he looks alright, but I think just in terms of play value, the Playmates is definitely where you want to be. And then for kids, 100%. Thing is, though, this guy might actually be easier to get right now than the Playmates, is one thing to consider. Because you're kind of stuck with, like, hoping Walmart, like, you randomly show up and see one at a Walmart if you don't got one, right? Yeah. Or you're going to pay scalper price. Well, this guy, I think last time I looked, was still available for about $30. And he scales. So if you really need one and you don't want to like spend the money that the Monster Arts is going to be, because Monster Arts one is pretty darn expensive, he'd make for a solid placeholder.
You think so?
Yeah, it's just maybe like put some buildings in front of his arms or something. Yeah, but other than that, I think he's cool enough.
I'm still 50-50. If you can find the Playmates for the $10 price, yes. Not the scalper price, for the love of God, no.
Yeah, like if you're going to be playing at like 44, like this guy's probably just better off. Yeah. What do you guys think? If you guys picked up this figure, what's your favorite MechaGodzilla figure? Is more gear or just more thing? Please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like people to do with channel donate. We greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat this Kaiju by hitting that like button, subscribe, and comment, range of today. Also, make sure to hit that annotation bell to keep up with our videos whenever they go up, because YouTube doesn't like to do it. And see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.